Eastern Cape, where the situation is becoming desperate for scores of motorists who have been stuck on the N10 freeway near Nxuba, formerly known as Cradock. They've been stranded on the icy road since early last night after two trucks collided, leaving traffic backed up for kilometers. Officials suspect that the wet weather conditions played a role in the accident. Two people were taken to hospital with minor injuries. Authorities are now working to clear the scene, but delays are expected to continue. Our reporter Sipha Kema has the latest from overnight.
The time now is 1:20 a.m. in the early hours of the morning, and we are still stuck on the N10 road from Gqeberha between Cookhouse and Nxuba, formerly known as Cradock. And where we are currently is about 38 kilometers from Cradock, but as you can see, there's still a long line of traffic headed towards that direction. Now, from what we've been told by the Department of Transport in the Eastern Cape is that there was a motor vehicle accident where two trucks had a head-on collision in the afternoon, but it took time for the trucks that were coming to clear the scene, as they were coming from a direction that had been snowed out, and those trucks struggled to get through. We did see one of those trucks getting cleared at about 10:30 to 11 in the night time, but the traffic jam is a mess right now on the N10, which is why it has not yet cleared. And I can tell you it still continues for kilometers down towards Cookhouse, towards Gqeberha direction. Now, where we are at the 38-kilometer pinpoint, the trucks have now occupied both lanes, incoming as well as headed towards Cradock. But also the yellow lane has also been taken up by trucks waiting to get on the road, and some on the right-hand side are those that have decided to turn in for the night because they see it is going to be a long night for them. By the looks of things, we have not moved in this position for about 2 hours. We have been stuck on the N9 since 10 o'clock last night, and it is 1:30 now as I'm talking to you, and still no movement from the traffic, and it looks like it is going to take quite a while to clear the traffic here on the N10. It is quite cold, where we've seen several people and truck drivers trying to get out and trying to make sense of things, but as you can see, far ahead where those flashing lights are currently is still more traffic waiting to get through on the way to Cradock. Now, it seems as though we have been left with no choice but to turn back to Gqeberha after traveling almost 2.5 hours. Actually, it was 3 hours with the traffic as well as the wet roads. Now, the weather conditions are also playing its part on this traffic jam, because that head-on collision was because of the wet roads. On the other side, by Wappersburg Pass, which is just over Cradock, there, the road was closed momentarily in the morning because it was snowed out. So the weather is affecting the traffic as well as the road conditions. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Sipha Kema on the N10 to Cradock.